The best illustrated books are the ones that introduce something or someone to you older readers that's a man. Why am I just now reading about this person or this thing in a book that's meant for elementary school kids? Elementary school kids who I should know much more than. I'm smarter than those people. What am I just hearing about this person for the first time? What's my problem? And that's the deal with Mary Myers in Skybound. Skybound, starring Mary Myers as Carlotta, daredevil, aeronaut, and scientist, as an adult, or as a middle school kid, or as an upper elementary school kid. You're going to read this book and say, why haven't I heard this story before? It's loaded with action. It's loaded with STEM smarts and action and something that says, why has this not been made into a movie that I am unaware of or aware of yet? Basically, Mary Myers was a scientist back in the early 1900s, but she was living in an age when women really couldn't be scientists. She married a scientist, and the two of them worked on technology to make balloon fabric stronger. But they needed pilots. That's where Mary came in. But unfortunately, if you can't be a scientist, you really couldn't be a balloon pilot either. A balloon pilot is an aeronaut. Ha! How's that word for the day? I didn't know it either. So she became an aeronaut. She became one of the best world famous aeronauts in the world, and the stuff she did is insane. It's crazy because at the back of this book, like all great illustrated books, there's a glossary and there are a couple pages of text that's written at a middle school level where you can read more about it and then talk to the kids in story time. Say, hey, wow, this is more details about the things that happened. And you can read that and paraphrase it in your own way, but it's also got a bibliography for other books that you middle school kids could read or you adults could read. And it's just so entertaining. The other thing that really doesn't get enough respect or credibility in children's illustrated books is the font. And the font in Skybound is so varied and so manic, and it just runs with energy. It feels like an old festive fair, like those things with the carnival barkers, and the font has such a varied template that in itself will draw in those young readers. It's a great book. Aside from all the STEM and all the science things and all the entrepreneurial aspects that I personally would like, it's an entertaining book. It's one of those books that kids want to read. You know, entertainment, schmentertainment, STEM, schmem. Kids can think whatever they want to. Are kids going to look at this book and like it? Yeah, they're going to like it. Some may like it just for the illustration, some for the art, and some for the story and the scientific smarts that it brings about. It's going to be great for elementary school kids, those preschool kids, all the way through elementary school kids, and even you 6th and 7th graders who think you know it all, but you don't. This is for you. It's Skybound, and it really is an enlightening, powerful illustrated book.